So in your first year, professional work assignments are on heavy rotation. And so ideally you would get dropped into 5 to 6 departments at the Yale Rep or the Cabaret, but mostly it's focused within the Yale Repertory Theater. And so I've done, I think, 6, and they vary from 2 to 3 weeks to up to about 6 weeks. What you really get is just a well-rounded view of how Yale Repertory Theater is working and how the professionals in those departments are running their department and their view of their practice.
Yeah, and then in your second year, you have the opportunity or possibility of going on a fellowship where you get placed and you're going to be gone for a semester. And then you have, the second year PWAs are all still in those same offices, but like the mid-level.
And really the third year is about trying to get the highest level of responsibility and getting specific to a specific discipline for an entire year. Mm-hmm. Being able to be an associate director, a managing director, and having a level of responsibility where you report to a staff member or even a faculty member, but you're doing that stint for a year, you're getting at a high level position, ideally, and that way it sort of is a jumping off point to the job search in a lot of ways.
I would also give a shout out to Drama 6 in this conversation, which is our theater history course, because it's our most classically academic course that all the departments take at some point, and doing it in your first year, while it is, it can be daunting and rigorous because it's a lot of information. One of the reasons I look forward to it is it's twice a week I get to be in a room with all of the disciplines, and it's this actually really wonderful time to have conversations, and I've found a lot of collaborations happen like within the space in and around Drama 6, just because we're all there, and I get to see everyone. And in my small group, when we talk about plays together, you all of a sudden get an insight into how all the other departments think about this work. And my small groups have been highly informative in the Drama 6 experience of how I can understand the other artistic forms here at the school better.
You're right. I think there's trying to break this idea down that you can only be a manager or an artist, but instead really thinking about how can you utilize and know both skills and both perspectives so that you're a more well-rounded manager or more well-rounded producer or more well-rounded fundraiser.
You're going to learn how to be the leader that you want to be. And I think that just translates across the board. You can go into any field, any part of regional theater, Broadway, you can do, anything. I feel like I'm equipped I know enough about myself and how I want to lead that it doesn't matter what part of the field I go into or if I leave theater completely, which that may happen, and I may go to a big arts complex or I may go work in a gallery, but what I know is that my baseline is solid.